Hi there, this is Mark Shaw with Accent Gold Solutions and RAMP, Rebate Application Management Platform. In this video, we're going to show you how you can log into the system, select a persona, and use the system. So we're going to enter the credentials that we've been given, the username and password. We're going to hit login. And we're going to see that some of these personas become available. Others will become available later. When I select commercial customer, I'll see some information about that customer. I'll have the opportunity to watch a video, and I'll also be able to hit the submit button. This brings me actually into the customer portal. I'm at my welcome page, and I see my dashboard, and I have several options here to look at my inquiries, my applications, my reports, etc. At this time, we're going to begin with a new application. So when I click on new application, it brings me to the applications that are relevant to the commercial space. So at this point, I can select one of the green cards. Commercial lighting details is what we're going to be looking at here. And I'm going to select the LED general indoor outdoor option here. There's more that are going to be made available. This brings me to my LED indoor outdoor rebate page. I can read through the details. I can open these up. But at this point, I'm just going to go straight to the application and click online application. That starts the actual application process for me, and it takes me through our four-step process. At the top of the screen, I see my tip in yellow. This will be on every page. I see that I've already got my account and site details populated for me because I've logged in as Craig customer. And I'm going to be able to fill out a few more application fields here. I'll fill in some other information here regarding free ridership, etc. And then I'll hit save and next, which then brings me to the next screen. Now, at this point, what's happening is the project record is actually being created within the system, and the workflows are being generated, etc. All the templates that are going in there. In my next screen, rebates, I'm going to hit add a rebate, click on that button, and I see that I have some options. In this case, one option, the measure series C, and I'm going to click on that and select that measure. And when I do so, it's going to bring me to the measure creation screen or rebate creation screen that is specifically for this measure. It has fields aligned for this measure. And because I've chosen that this measure template does require a manufacturer and a model, I go ahead and select those. I'm going to enter a few more measure related fields such as the quantity or the units, the various dates, efficiency factors, costs, etc., which will then be followed by being able to select my contractor. I can then come in here and choose the contractor from the list. If he's not on the list, then I select the couldn't find a contractor button and I enter the data manually. I also enter my installer's name, and then I hit submit. You'll see that the fields did populate directly from the contractor based on who I selected. At this point, I have now created the project. I've also created my my rebate, and I do get to see the one rebate that I have selected on this. I see my various savings and incentive. These are just sample values. And I could click on a new rebate, add a rebate if I wanted to, or I could remove this from the application if I chose to do that as well. In this case, we're just going to hit save and next, which will then bring us to step 3, which is our attachments. There's multiple types of attachments. Some attachments are required because of the program you've selected. Others are required because of the measure that you've selected. So let's see which documents are required for me. In this case, the clip verification. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to choose the document from my local folder, and I'll then upload that document. This will then get attached into the system, and it will meet the requirements. If I do not do this, then I'm not able to hit save and next and move forward. I'll get stuck. So I'm on my final step now, review and submit. I see the terms and conditions. I'm going to select those. I can review the rest of the project. and the rest of the application, all the different fields that I've entered, and I will submit the application. When I submit the application, it goes into the RAMP system, and I do see this one item here. This is RAMP feedback, and this is not the experience every single user will see in the system, but this is for you as you are test driving the RAMP application process. Are there any other applications you'd like to see? So now I'm back at my welcome screen or my dashboard, and let's go ahead and view the applications, including the one that I just created. So I just created this one here, application 003949. I do get to see the address. I do get to see my next steps. Sometimes we see what next steps are required. In this case, no next steps are required. I'm going to go back to my customer portal. And here on the welcome screen, I'm going to choose one more type of application, and this is the inquiry or the appointment request. So this is specifically for things like home energy audits, home energy assessments. So we're going to go to our home energy assessment, and we are going to request an appointment here. So we're going to book the home energy assessment right now, select online application, and this application is a little bit different. It's not your typical process. Instead, step one is I want to choose what type of appointment is this. Am I going to be looking for a home energy assessment, or am I going to be looking for something else? So, for example, a thermostat, or do I want to do both? It estimates the hours needed on site for the home energy audit will be 1 hour. I can enter a few comments here, call me before the appointment, for example. I do get to see some information that's available here. And now moving on to step number 2, what is the appointment date that I want? And then secondly, what's the time slot I'm looking for? In this case, we decided to give 3 time slots, make them available. So right now, I'm also then going to choose what my account is. So if I have multiple accounts or multiple addresses, I can decide to set those appointments for the addresses or the accounts. The request has been received. It's going to bring me back to my welcome page, back to my dashboard. And at this point, I have the ability to continue on looking at reports, or in this case, I'm actually going to log out and end the session so that I can then go to the trade partner and review that process.